Hello, Karen Shier here. So I wanted to pop in today just for a minute because I'm curious. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day? And if so, what does it mean to you? What kinds of emotions do you feel thinking about the day? Is it a day of laughter and fun and anticipation for you? Is it just another day? Do you do fun things with your partner or your kids or grandkids? Or is it a day just for you? So, whatever you do, I'd like to invite you to use this Valentine's Day and celebrate you in whatever way feels beautiful. Celebrate your connection to your heart, your inner wisdom, your intuition. Listen closely because it guides you to the life it knows that you desire. It knows you better than you do. So, for me, Valentine's Day is not one of big fanfare, although my husband and I exchanged loving cards. Yep, the paper kind, the written ones. I also send a card to my daughter to let her know how much she's appreciated and loved. And Valentine's Day also reminds me of her premature birth, which it ended up being on February 13th at 2:46 a.m. And she was due on March 11th. So she was born a little bit early. So why is this special? There's lots of premature births, right? Well, I was on complete bed rest for 6 months while I was pregnant for her. I was going into labor and having it stopped multiple times. Dealing with that seemed to be almost every pregnancy issue I could possibly have. I know it wasn't, but certainly at the time, it sure felt that way. By the time February came with another hospital stay, it was determined that her lungs were developed enough, and my doctor said, we're going to let you have this baby. Well, that's when it got real. So, because of the months of bed rest, my body was completely reversed when it came to contractions and normal pregnancy conditions. My muscles had all atrophied. I was very weak. I was actually concerned about, carrying her out of the hospital. That's how weak I was. Um, when I walked around the hospital, normally women walk to get the contractions going, but because I'd been on bed rest so long, I'd walk around the square and the contractions would actually stop. And then when I laid down, they'd start again. It was really weird. So I was in labor for 3 days, another fun thing. And as I walked around the little square of rooms surrounding the nurse's station, I'd hear my doctor dictating my notes into his recorder until the wee hours of the morning, holding to me what he told me was the thickest patient file he'd ever had. Yay. So dear Dr. Nieto, he'd been with me through two previous and heartbreaking losses, and although he'd taken another job that would move him states away, he graciously stayed to help see me through this pregnancy. He even called me to let me know that if I heard rumors about his leaving, not to worry, and that he'd be there for me. How sweet is that? For his great care and compassion, I'm so forever grateful. As for his doctor humor, on the other hand, it does still bring me to giggles. As I was going through all that, I'm walking the halls, we're trying to get this little bugger birth. He teased me that I could wait just a little longer and have a Valentine's Day baby. He thought that'd be a good idea. Well, as you could imagine, after 3 days, I wasn't exactly excited about that proposition. So Hannah was born on February 13th, the same day as her step grandmother, which was really special, and one day before Valentine's Day. So all these years later, Hannah is going to be graduating this spring, and very, very excited about that. Our hearts were full then, and they still are. This was Hannah in the hospital, so you can see her picture there. She's obviously all grown up now. But I just thought it'd be a fun story to share because I think about that every time we get to Valentine's every year. So I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I hope that the day delights your heart, and I hope you have and make great memories. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you. Have a great day.